So after the video that I posted the other day, I got a bunch of comments asking for a makeup tutorial on my look. So here it is. Let's get started. So I actually, when I'm doing my day-to-day makeup, I actually start with my eyes first and then do my face because it just helps with fallout. If I'm using like dark eyeshadow colors or something, it will help to do the eyes first. First thing I'm gonna do is prime my eyes with my NYX eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna rub this all over my eyelid, both eyes of course. And I'm also gonna go under my eyes because we are going to smoke out underneath our eyes as well. So for this look, I'm going to be using the Venus 2 palette from Lime Crime. This palette is amazing. It's perfect for like grungy, gothy looks. For this look, we're going to be using Boot, which is this really pretty sparkly black color, and Mud, which is like a really warm brown, and where is it? Pigeon, which is like this shifty brown and greenish color. And we're also going to use Fly, which is just a really pretty shimmery beige. And first thing that I'm going to do is just kind of tap Fly towards my brow bone. And this is just going to create a nice base for when we want to blend everything well. So next we're going to take Boot, the black shimmery color, with a small angly brush like this because we're kind of going to fake liner. I'm just going to tap it into the color and go in and create kind of a fake black liner effect. And you really don't have to do this perfectly because we're going to smoke everything out eventually. And then I kind of wing it out just a little bit because it's more flattering. I'm just going to keep packing that in so it's nice and pigmented. And just kind of keep dragging it up. Next, with a flat eyeshadow brush, we're going to take Mud, and we're just going to kind of use this to blend out that harsh line and take it up towards the crease. And again, this is going to look messy and terrible for the first half of this look. I promise it'll get prettier. Now with a slightly fluffier eyeshadow brush, we're going to take Pigeon. We're basically going to go over the whole look and then drag it up even further into the crease. And this is where the smoky effect comes into play. And with an even fluffier brush, just blend that out. Now taking that flat brush again, we're going to pick Mud up again. And we're gonna drag this underneath the eye. Take your fluffy brush again. And blend it out. Everything will get cleaned up much more once we apply our foundation. Right now I look like I just got punched in the face a couple times, but I promise you this is how I go about my everyday smoky eye process, and it always seems to work. Now we're going to take a brown eyeliner pencil. You can use black, but brown just seems to pop more. And we're going to tight line both our top and bottom waterlines. And then we're going to take this down also beneath the eye a little, at the lash line. And just use your finger to kind of smudge that a bit. Alright, so we definitely have the smokiness down, and it will get cleaned up. But the next thing we're going to do is curl our lashes. The lashes are pretty much the most important part of this look because I don't really use a liner or anything. This is just like a soft smoky look where the lashes really pop. And just apply a couple coats of mascara to both your top and bottom lashes. And now just taking some Demi Wispies and my lash glue, I'm going to apply some false lashes. Let them dry for about 10 to 20 seconds. And then I've found that using tweezers actually really helps me a lot to get a nice perfect fit on my lashes when I'm applying them. And then once they're all dry and set, I'm just going to do one more coat of mascara just to kind of blend them and make them pop a little bit more. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the eyes. Sometimes I will go back in and touch things up after I've done my face. But until then, we're just going to move on to the face. So there are a few different foundations that I use on a day-to-day basis. But for today, I'm going to be using this MAC Pro Longwear Foundation in Camera Stopped. This is one of their palest shades. It's still a little bit more yellow and warm than I normally go for, but today my face is like extra pink and reddish. Don't know why, so I'm going to go for the yellow foundation. And I'm just going to put a few drops on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just apply this all over my face. I'm really going to concentrate on the areas like under my eyes and around my nose that really need to be concealed the most. Just like I said, the eyes totally get cleaned up as soon as you do your face makeup, at least for me because I have dark circles under my eyes, so it kind of creates the illusion that I have really messy eye makeup. Alright, looks like my foundation is fully distributed. This next step is optional, but I like to do it when I'm doing a dramatic eye just to make underneath my eyes really pop so that the smoky eye makeup really pops. I have this concealer palette that for me, it's really the only concealer that I've used that I like. I wish that I didn't have to buy the whole palette because I never use these other colors, but the pale and the yellow are perfect for my skin tone. They really brighten up underneath my eyes and on my cheekbones. So if you're pale like me, I recommend this is the Kryolan Concealer Circle. And I pretty much just do a little tap into the yellow, a little tap into this beige, and I just use that in a triangle shape, like so. I'll start at the corner here, and then drag it down in a triangle. And I also take it down the side of my nose, like this, because for me particularly, this helps shape my nose. And then I just take it out here, all the way to like where my eyebrow points to, and just keep dragging it down. You don't want a harsh line. You want it to create the illusion that it goes all the way down to your cheekbones. It makes everything kind of pop there. This is my version of like contouring my face because I have a rounder face, so highlighting certain areas for me works better than contouring other areas. This also isn't something that I do on a day-to-day basis. This is if I'm doing a more dramatic look. And then I also do the tip of my nose and along the bridge of my nose up to my forehead. And just for fun, because I see a lot of people do this all the time, I'll do my chin. I don't usually do that, but I can already see that it pops a little bit. Then I just take my beauty blender and gently tap to blend all of this. You don't want to blend too harshly, otherwise it'll all kind of disappear and the illusion will be gone, but you don't want it to be harsh. So just gently blend it. And I I almost totally forgot to blend out my chin because I never put it there. Next thing we're gonna do is set everything with a loose powder. This one is from e.l.f. It's just their high definition powder. And just set your makeup. All right, everything is set. So now all that's left to do for the face is a little highlight. For highlight, I use a few different things, but for today I'm gonna be using Becca highlighter in Pearl. This is, I mean, look at it, it's white. It's very shimmery white. It's extra pale for all of us pale girls that still want to highlight even when we're white. Anyways, highlighter. So I just take my fan brush, dust it into here, and I go in a line like this. It basically drags from the bottom of my nose up to the corner of my eyebrow. And I really like to accentuate this area of my cheek because for me that's gives me more definition in my face. Kind of that same area that we highlighted with our concealer. And then across the tip of my nose, I've actually been doing this nose highlight trick since high school, so to me that's just what my face looks like. And then up the nose as well. And since we put some concealer down here, we might as well do a little bit on the chin too. And then I just tap my finger into it, and I go into the inner corner of my eye, and it just illuminates the entire look. For brows, I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Taupe. I just hiccuped, in Taupe. I have this double-sided brush where it's like a little eyebrow brush on one side and an angled sharp brush on the other. So, well, I don't have a mirror in my hand. I don't know what I'm looking at. So I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows and kind of guide them upwards. And then I dip the brush into my dip brow, getting a generous amount on here. And then I start at my arch and just really fill that in. That's a little archier than I usually do. It's hard to do it at this angle. And then fill in that bottom line of your eyebrows. I really have to fix this arch, I did it terribly. If you mess up, just take your concealer brush. Make sure there's not a lot of concealer on it still, because you don't want super bright line. And just kind of wipe away the area that you did that you don't like. Alright, back to business. And then I just make sure that it comes to a nice clean point. And then with whatever's left on my brush, I just go through and fill it in everywhere else. And there's my brows. So now the only thing that we have left to do is lips. For this look, I'm keeping it simple and I'm just going in with Cashmere by Lime Crime. And we're pretty much done. The only thing that I do now is I will take that fluffy brush that we used to blend out our eyes, and I'm just gonna go underneath the eyes just to really smoke everything out now that we've finished our face. I just like to add a little bit more color underneath so it's nice and smoky. And that's the final look. Now you guys know how I do my face. It's a really nice look that's pretty versatile. You can, you know, kind of punk it up with your accessories and clothes. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and comment below with any other makeup looks that you might want to see, or go onto my Instagram, which is @KOTA, and leave comments on my pictures and let me know if you'd like to see tutorials for any of those looks on my page. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.